BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, we got a couple of things to talk about. We actually have there's some funny shit to talk about. I'm just starting off with funny shit. But real quick, what we will be talking about today is Young Thug, quite possibly getting lied on. Just so we can be clear, I am not saying Young Thug is doing the lying. I'm saying, are there people lying on the Thug? That's what I'm saying. I want to be clear about this. I am not saying that Young Thug is being lied on. I'm saying that there's some allegations coming out by some dudes, and they're saying some things. And apparently, these things that they're saying might not be the truth. That's one thing we want to talk about. Another thing we want to talk about is the whole Tory Lane situation. So we're still discussing that. That's still part of the algorithm, so we're still discussing that. But before we even get to any of that, I want to tell you two things. First thing I want to tell you about some shout out to the world. Okay, so for anybody that was in the live earlier, you saw a situation that happened when I was outside where somebody thought I was filming them or some shit like that. I want to explain something first of all. That happens. When you do filming out in public, that happens, especially if you're in the hood. Because some dudes is running from the police. Some dudes want to look like they're running from the police. So it happens. And you always got the guy that, he's not really, I don't know who that dude is, by the way, and I'm not trying to speak bad about him, but then you also got the guy that he might not really be tough, but he got numbers with him and you alone, so he got to be tough. You get it? So I just want to say shout out to the Most High, because in that moment, I didn't let my ego take over. I stayed humble. Shout out to the Most High. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is I leave there, right? I come back to the crib. I finish the live. I don't know how long it was, probably like an hour after I finished the live, probably not even that long. I get contacted. I contact somebody and then I have a conversation. And it was a couple of different people that I had a conversation with today. So the first thing I want to say is this. Shout out to every single individual that I spoke with today this afternoon. Not to everybody I spoke with today, period. But shout out to every individual that I spoke with today this afternoon. The Lord always wants to bless us, right? Always. The Lord always wants to bless us. The problem is, you can't give something to somebody that don't know how to use it. Copy? I'm going to say that again. The Lord always wants to bless us. But the problem is, sometimes people get things and they don't know what to do with them. And since they don't know what to do with them, they misuse the thing that the Lord gave them. That's why we're supposed to be humble. And that's why we're supposed to watch our ego. In that moment, it was, I don't, like, me looking back and thinking about it right now, I probably would have only had to fight two guys. To be perfectly honest with you. I'm looking at something real quick while I'm talking. I would have only had to fight about two guys, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. You understand what I'm saying? That might not be a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? On some real shit. So I'm happy that I was able to control my ego. I'm happy I was able to realize I'm on somebody else's block and I'm filming. And I want to say this to all videographers, anybody that goes outside and they filming. When you're on somebody else's block and you filming, you don't know what's going on in that area. You might have accidentally filmed something that is a crime. You don't know. So the way the person approaches you is always best. I want to say something real quick. I want to get to the show, but I want to talk about this. So I've been asked, as y'all witnessed, multiple times to shut down my live, delete shit, or whatever. And I don't. Let's just be clear. I do what I want with it. It's my content. That's one. Two, if he would have approached me and just been like, yo, look, homie, got this and that, spoke to me like a real nigga, I probably would have just deleted the live right there and then. Just out of respect. So if I'm ever out there in public and you think I done filmed some shit and you might be a little concerned because the police is after you, if you just come up to me like a real dude and just be like, yo, look, man, this and that, I'm like, all right, not a problem. I'm going to shut this live down and hide it and then I'm gonna re-upload it with the part of you out, and I just started a new life. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm just not shutting shit down for niggas. I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. That's not gonna happen. But if you come to me and you talk to me like a regular person, like with some respect, you come to me, don't you come to me not with your ego. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, we all human beings. You might be running from the police. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. All right, that's one thing I wanted to say. So shout out to those dudes. I immediately left that situation, and then blessings have been raining down upon me ever since. So shout out to that. This is another reason why I tell people, don't get involved in those hate cults groups. Don't get involved with stalking motherfuckers. Don't get involved with other people's hate. Remember, it's important to keep our ego in check, and it's important to be humble. Don't get involved with other people's hate. You don't know why that other person is hating. They telling you any old thing. They might be just hating because they jealous. But they telling you all the things in the book. That guy did this to me. That guy did, and the guy ain't did shit. So be mindful. That's one. Second, if you want to chat, you are going to have to become a member. There's a join button. If you have a iPhone, since I didn't hook up my second screen yet, give me 1 second. If you want to chat, you are going to have to become a member. Quality over quantity. I love it when we have a lot of people in here and everybody's talking. But at the end of the day, we have a lot of people talking, bringing Satan with them. I don't want Satan in my chat. I don't want people coming in here bringing Satan. I don't want people coming here and bringing evil with them. Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't care what y'all niggas want to deal with, to be honest with you. I don't want to deal with it. Copy? So that's how our live is going to be from now on. And just so you can be clear, I turn all other parameters off. So if you're a member, you can talk, you can spam, you can do all that. If they come in here and they want to become a member just to get kicked, come do it. I can use the $5 or the $10 or whatever the fuck you put it at. So if you want to come become a member just so I can kick you, fine. I'm cool with that. I'm 100% cool with that. You can do that 100 times a show. With that being said, shout out to Irv Blandford. Haven't seen you in a while, my brother. I hope you're doing well. With the $9.99 drops. He says, Muskers, Muskers, you rat bastards. Shout out to Ruth Jones. Says salute BBN family. Froze. You, my brother. Let's get to the show. I need to just move some stuff. Blessings, just blessings upon blessings, man. Just blessings upon blessings. Can't even explain it. Just blessings upon blessings. Just blessings upon blessings, man. Like, keep your ego in check. Keep your ego in check and be humble. You can't be humble if you can't keep your ego in check. Feel me? So, with that being said, cool. I want to start off with Keith Murray. There's a reason why I want to start off with Keith Murray. Can we talk about Keith Murray and we talk about Keith Murray and Fox Brown for a moment? Okay, so I am not talking about any other rappers unless I say their name. There's no reason to send me a cease and desist. I got a cease and desist over this woman before because I exposed some super real shit that has to deal with. Now I'm going to talk about a lot of shit. I'm going to say a couple of things. Thank you, Keith Murray, for opening up this avenue for me. I'm going to say a couple of things. I know a lot about New York City rappers, underground shit. I know a lot about the behind the scenes, backdoor shit that these New York City rappers was doing back in the 90s. I know a lot. All right, so I got a cease and desist because of this chick from Rock Nation before. Shout out to Rock Nation, not a real shout out. All right, so Keith Murray said that, first of all, he said that, and I heard this just in general from a lot of people, from a couple of people. I just heard this. Let's just say that. He said Fox Brown top is dynamite. Now I've heard that. So when I heard him saying that, I mean he could have just heard it like I heard it, just to be honest with you. But I heard that. Okay, so Keith Murray said that while she was messing with Corrupt, she was busy giving him top. Now I'm gonna tell you this about Fox. You do know that Fox got that ear problem. She can't hear no more. First of all, before we go in on her and disrespect her for like a minute or two, we're gonna say some shit. We're not trying to, but it's gonna be pretty disrespectful. Before we do that, can we just point out how all of these rappers how all these female rappers is coming out trying to sound like her? They might not be thinking I'm gonna sound like Fox Brown, but that sound that they're doing is the Fox Brown fucking sound. We just acknowledge that. Shout out to Glorilla. Shout out to what's that other chick name? The other chick, the dark skinned shorty that just came out. I forgot her name. Shout out to she got the dark husky. She got the husky voice also. All that come from Fox Boogie. Copy? That's Fox Boogie shit. It just be Fox Brown first album. Go get it. Hold on, because we not here because I don't got no beef with Fox Brown, and I was in love with that girl. I was in love with that girl. Il Nana. This damn album is incredible. Il Nana. That album is incredible. Go check it out. This album got Method Man. I believe it got Jay-Z. I believe it got Nas on it. This album is incredible. Go check it out. Il Nana. Go check it out. Album is incredible. All right. So with that being said, and I didn't put it up on the screen for you guys. I did not put it up on the screen for you guys. I feel like don't worry, we're gonna get to the other mess. We're gonna get to the because once I start talking about that shit, I'm probably gonna be going on for like 20, 30 minutes. I was in love with Foxy Brown. You have no idea. You have no idea. And then I went and got this short, dark-skinned girl that I was dating for like 2 or 3 years. I was in love with Foxy Brown. You have no. When I tell you I love dark-skinned women, you just don't understand. I mean, you just don't understand. Anyway, Il Nana, go check the album out. I'm gonna show you the album cover so you know which album it is. We're gonna get her home. We're not hating. We don't hate. We like that. She just, she's out there. She's doing what she does. We love her. This album. Damn, that shit came out 23 years ago? 96. What was I doing in 96? Oh, shit! Alright, so this album, Il Nana, go get it. I'm telling you right now, this album is incredible. This album is incredible. Female rappers had to be so good back then to come out. It's just bananas how good they had to be. You couldn't just make an album, my dude. Like you had to really be about the shits. Like for real, for real. So Keith Murray. Keith Murray said basically that he had a couple of trysts with Fox Brown while she was messing with Corrupt. And then she married Corrupt. And he didn't really know. And Keith Murray said this, that she believed that Fox Brown was trying to help create that East Coast, West Coast beef. That's why we're talking about. And I want to say something. In the mid-90s, that's what they was doing. They was creating that East Coast, West Coast beef. I just want to be clear about that. Wait, hold on. When did Tupac tap? Hold on. We gonna talk about this stuff. That's one last thing, and then I'm getting right to what the video is about. When did Tupac pass away? the hell? I'm just curious at this point. Was it before or after? I don't know when it was. Now do you understand why we're talking about this? Why we're gonna take a couple of moments to talk about this? Keith Murray said that he believed that Fox Brown was trying to create a situation with the East Coast West Coast beef because of the Corrupt thing. Corrupt's actually from Philly, by the way. The East Coast West Coast thing. Corrupt's from Philly, just so we can be clear. Corrupt's actually from Philly. He moved to the West Coast. So he was trying to say that she was trying to start the East Coast West Coast beef. So that was crazy. But and just so we could be clear, I don't know who I would think would win in the mid '90s between Keith Murray and Corrupt, because Corrupt was like my favorite Dogtown rapper. I liked him more than I liked Snoop, even though I knew Snoop was a better rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I really like Corrupt. And Keith Murray is his own. If Keith Murray could have just stopped being a street nigga for 2 seconds, he'd been winning. But what happened is, I'm gonna tell you what happened with Keith Murray. Back in the day, in the '90s, these niggas wasn't making no money, my nigga. They was getting chipped and they was getting cheated. They wasn't making no money. So a lot of these dudes was still in the street for real, for real. That's why this shit now is fake. When you have these dudes that they get signed or they doing whatever, now they still doing street nigga shit and they don't have to. Back in the '90s, you be signed, my nigga, you still got to do street nigga shit. Back in the '80s, you be signed, you still got to do street nigga shit. Because being signed and being a rapper ain't mean nothing. You still ain't had nothing. Copy? This is for y'all that don't know. I'm not gonna say what rapper it was, but I used to live on 158th Street in the 158th Street in Concourse Village, and my father, my stepmother lived in Concourse Village, and my father lived on 165th in the Grand Concourse. And so I had a bedroom in both apartments, probably around 96, 97. I had a bedroom in both apartments. And so one day I'm walking from one house to the other, because I was like stomping around. So I'm walking from one house to the other, and I see a rapper. I'm not going to say which rapper it was, and the nigga just got let out of jail, and the nigga had to ask me for money to get on the fucking train. These niggas did not have money, and he was one of the biggest and most popular rappers at that time. Nigga got picked up for smoking weed or some shit. Got arrested. Nigga ain't had no bread on him. I feel bad for dude, especially since I looked up to him so much. I still look up to him to this day. I don't look down on him about that. Shit happened. Especially now that I know about the game. Alright, with that being said, let's talk about Young Thug. I want to be clear about something. I want to be 100% transparent. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I want there to be zero misunderstanding. You got two people that came out. One said, the first guy, I'm going to play the clip. The first guy came out and said, Young Thug is calling home saying that he told niggas he didn't tell nobody to snitch. Now, I'm going to say something. So I think we kind of spoke about this earlier when I just got a little gist of it. But I want to say something. They specifically have Young Thug locked up in the manner where he has zero communication with anyone because they believe that he might send hits out to people. So what the hell is this guy talking about? You know what? I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Give me 2 seconds. What the hell is this guy talking about? Let me cue this shit up for you. I want y'all to see this dude's face. What the hell is this guy talking about? Stop. Hold on, let me show y'all this. This is bananas. Nah, I'm gonna get the big one. Ain't it much better in here? Even though we got, I know.
Man, I ain't going back and forth with no nigga, man. I talked to B Slime, man, and we talked to Slime himself. Slime say he ain't told no nigga to take no deal. Slime say he ain't told no nigga to take no deal. Y'all nigga done told on Spider. Spider ain't told nobody to plead guilty to nothing. All that, whatever y'all talking about, boy, listen, bro, y'all told on Spider. We gonna keep it real. Y'all told on Spider. Spider ain't told y'all to do nothing. Everybody be saying this and that, bro. We were just in the studio with him. It's New Year.
That's in the studio with who? Wait, who is he saying he's in the studio with? Anybody? Sheesh. I don't know what to tell you. Hold on, I gotta look at the damn comment. I don't know what to tell you. Who is he saying he was in the studio with? So I don't know if I could. I don't believe this guy. I'm gonna tell you why. When I first heard it, I was like, I don't know. Maybe they could have got a word out. But if he's saying he spoke directly with if he's saying he spoke directly to Young Thug, they specifically have Young Thug in a situation where he cannot communicate with no one, so they can make sure that he doesn't put a hit out on anybody. They speak about it in court all the time. What is this guy talking about? Somebody tell me what this guy's talking about. Now, do I think he told anybody to snitch? No. And why do I think he didn't tell nobody to snitch? How? He can't call other gang members? So hold on. So he in jail, and they're monitoring everything that he's doing, right? He's in jail. They're monitoring everything he's doing. But they're okay with him calling other gang members? They fine with this? I don't think so. I'm sorry. I just don't think so. Do you think... Hold on. Let's get the question up. Do you believe in that old people would snitch? Also, I want to add, and this is just about BBN business real quick. Yeah. The people that actually are supporting the channel, they're for this. So the only people that probably don't like us only having members only is the people that ain't supporting the channel in the first place. Also, Irv Blandford, you probably, if you want to continue to comment, you probably are gonna have to become a member. Do you believe that the dude said Thug told on people to snitch? I just don't believe that, because every single person that snitches is a case that they plan on winning the government. Every person that snitches is saying a case that they plan on winning. They're not giving these people these deals because they're giving them information that they can't use. Like, that don't make sense. They're not trying to get people out of jail. They're trying to get information to hang Thug. It's just the only way to get that information is to let some of these people out of jail. 1 + 1 is 2. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know what else to tell you. 1 + 1 is 2. But I do want to say this. So I saw a clip today of what it looks like down in, I think that was East Atlanta. So down in East Atlanta, they literally have homes that are abandoned where people live. The street is flooded. There's garbage, dirt everywhere. And it's a whole neighborhood damn near, a whole community. And it's just run down houses with doors ripped off. Like, it looks like haunted houses damn near. And people live there with them and their kids. And from what the dude was saying, This is a long time. It's been going on for quite some time. So there's a good chance, not for nothing, that they're coming after these dudes because they are literally trying to clean up the city. When you got communities like that, the only way to fix the problem is to get the drugs out. Because part of the problem is there's a lack of financial, how do you say, money needs to be, if you have a community, right? Let's say you have a community. I wish I don't got a pen. I'm not going to do it. Let's say you got a community, right? And you got a part of the state or the city or whatever the case is, the city. You got a part of the city that is just absolutely dilapidated and ran down, right? That's not what they want. What they do want is ghetto neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Because poor people spend all of their money on shit that they don't need. So they want poor neighborhoods because that helps fuel the economy for the rich neighborhoods. They don't want neighborhoods where no one has any, having money to spend foolishly helps the economy. So now if you have an area in your city where there is no financial, no money is exchanging hands because there isn't any money, the city does not benefit. You get it? Now, real quick, do y'all remember Philly when they went after your when they went after your man A.R.Rab? Why did they go after A.R.Rab so hard? Have y'all been to Philly? There's parts of Philly that's just filthy, with all due respect. There's parts of Philly that don't got nothing on the street but dope fiends, just on the street. You know, that's where they at. Oh, there's 30 dope fiends over there, and they all just getting high on the street, right in front of the I don't know, the chicken spot. Philly is bad. What was one of the main things that A.R.Rab was convicted of doing? Bringing drugs in. Why did they have to lock A.R.Rab up? Because if they didn't stop the influx of drugs, they could never clean up Philly. It was too bad. Niggas got too rich. So I don't know about the Young Thug situation because they're not accusing him of drugs as much as they're just accusing him of gang activity. But remember, they have two different times that Young Thug has drug situations going on. The one with Gunna, which now he's going to be found guilty of. Him and Gunna's in the car. Gunna said it's not his. The government believes it's not his. Pardon me. So the government is saying that it's Thug's. So Gunna's going to skate on that. Thug's going to go down on that. Because Gunna has already helped the government. And then there's the other situation when they found all of the drugs at his home. Remember that? So those are two different situations where he had crazy drugs. So we got to see what happened. And also, they dug up his yard. We still don't know what they, maybe they didn't find nothing, but what were they looking for? We don't know. We don't have the slightest idea. They could have been looking for nothing. They could have been looking for something. If we got anybody in here that's part of the green team, drop some frauds, man. We want to see. We don't got that many green team members, so we might see some frauds. We might not see no frauds. If we got anybody in here that's part of the green team, drop some frauds. Y'all the only mofos that could comment. Also, thank you to everybody that was showing support today. Thank you to everybody that I spoke to, everybody that was texting, just giving support to the kid. Like, you don't know how I feel, just the person to say, you know what? We know all those other people want bad for you, but we don't. Like, that feels good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sheesh. Doug is done. I'm sorry. He's done. I'm sorry, he's done. Oh, it's looking bad, man. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. And you know it got to be bad. And you know it got to be bad because of how easily. Let me add stream off. You know what that means? And you know it got to be bad because the government literally don't want nobody else. I told y'all this already though. They don't want nobody else. They only want Thug. They don't want nobody else. They want 0 other people. They only want Thug. That's it. Nobody else. That shit is I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of thinking that they want Thug for a reason. Like there's a overarching reason in which why they probably want him. I don't know what it is, obviously, but I think there might be an overarching reason why they might actually want Thug. I don't know what it is. I would assume it has to have some kind of dealing with him, quite possibly. Nah, they're not gonna let that go. That's the mistake. That's not gonna make it. Okay. I should have went and checked first, but I know they're doing it, so I'm gonna check. That shit is bananas. I don't know what to tell you. That's just absolutely bananas. Boom, 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 boom. Get you up out of here, and you up out of here, and you up out of here. Huh? I ain't fucking. Check back later. Sorry to disturb you. Problem fix itself for the moment. Yeah, I was about to send all of y'all over there to go flag that page so we can get them pulled off the internet. Yeah. Sheesh, get out of here. Sorry about that. I'm looking for my screen. There we go. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Have a great rest night. All right. Hey, have a great day. You too, you rat bastards. I gotta stop calling that people. But once again, I am so blessed. I am so happy that I handled that situation like I did today. Ever since that shit happened, I've just been walking in the blessings. I'm so happy I handled that shit the way that I did. Ever since that shit happened, I've been walking in the blessings. I don't know what to explain to you. Don't worry, you're gonna see them shits manifested. I've just been walking in the blessings ever since that shit happened. For the people that understand how God works, you understand where you get it. Woo. when you are humble and you keep your ego in check, God pull up. That's a fact. Salute the Darkwing. He says salute. Then he's dropping all of those rolls. He says, "What's good, BBN? What's good, my dude? How you doing? I hope everything's going well with you and yours." If Green Team wants to discuss something, put it in the chat. Also, are y'all ready to talk about Tory Lanez? I like to run through the shit so we get everything like up in the air before the hour's up. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we could just go double back on whatever we want to talk about. I don't have much Tory Lanez shit today except for to say about the portion thing. Like, I want y'all to understand this. Tory Lanez might not never be able to come back to America again. Ever. Do y'all remember, what's this nigga name? He used to be with the Fugees. He got caught with the drugs. I forgot his name. He was okay. A lot of people liked him more than I liked him. He got caught with the drugs. I forgot what his name was. I believe he got deported and shit back to the islands and shit. He got caught with like a whole bunch of weed or something. I wonder if they're gonna end his stop him. He can't come back. I think he can't come back to America no more. But I wonder. He used to be with the Fugees. Hold on. Let's look at Fugees members real quick. Golly, he wasn't working. Cole worked with Fuji rappers that worked with the Fugees. How about that? Can't remember that. Got arrested. I should have wrote got arrested, right? Drug smuggling. There we go, John Forte. So John Forte had got in trouble for drug smuggling or some shit. They gave him a ton of years. And then, Bush pardoned him also. Shout out to Bush. So hold on. So Bush pardoned people, Trump pardoned people, rappers specifically. Has Joe Biden pardoned any rappers? I don't know what it was. Let's look. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was. You damn right. After being found guilty of possession of 31 pounds of liquid cocaine. Okay, he was serious about whatever he was doing. I'm gonna show y'all what was going on. So he was serious about whatever he was doing. It's so much easier when y'all talk and y'all green team, because then I could take what you say at face value. After being found guilty of possession of 31 pounds of liquid cocaine intent to distribute. Woohoo! That's crazy. Did you hear what your man Boosie said, though? That's crazy. That's bananas. You said 10. They said 31. They wasn't playing with your boy. They was not playing with your boy. 31? What the fuck? Was he trying to? He was like, you know what? This free, this life for the free, home of the brave, it's not for me. I want to be life for the incarcerated. I'm looking for a thing to show you. I'm gonna tell y'all because I don't really want to show it. Because I didn't even want to repost it. I'm gonna tell y'all. So Boosie gets on live and he's busy, talking about the situation that happened with Homegirl. Two things I want to say. Gangsta Boo. Two things I want to say. Right. First thing is this. He was so high, or for also probably, I don't know what a fentanyl high looks like, to be honest with you. But I heard he looked sleepy or some shit. So he could have been high off that fentanyl at that time, just so we could be clear. So he was so high, and the nigga said niggas need to stop. Just listen. Niggas said niggas need to stop taking fentanyl and go back to smoking crack. I want to say something. These are your heroes. That's why we do so bad. These are our heroes. Our heroes that says instead of get off of the drugs all completely, just go use another dangerous one. I'm just asking. These are our heroes. Please stop looking up the rappers. Just stop. We could admire somebody's skill at a thing without assuming that they know the way to live life. You can admire the way a guy has a jump shot without thinking that he knows all the keys, without thinking he has all the keys to success. You can admire that quarterback, he got a powerful arm, but it don't mean follow behind him and try to emulate him as a person. Just emulate that throw. Let's stop making people who spend their whole entire life to become great at one specific skill and they make it. Let's stop using them as the barometer for how we should conduct ourselves in society. I'm not trying to take nothing away from anybody's accomplishments. What I'm saying is, can we please stop trying to be like the rappers? Stop trying. Can we try to be? I'm not even gonna say try to be like a scientist or a teacher. Can we just try to be like somebody that has good moral foundation? They might be a rapper. They might be a basketball player. They might be a football player. But can we try to start being like people that got a strong moral foundation? Could we stop looking at what people have and decide that we want to be like them, instead of looking at who people are and deciding that we want to be like them? That's the part. The fact that man said people should stop smoking, stop using fentanyl and go back to crack, that was bananas. I remember the 80s. I remember the 90s, but the 80s, I remember the 80s. Now, keep that crack shit all the way back in the 80s. How can you still be smoking crack though? Like on some real shit. Like how is that still a drug that people try? How is that a drug people will try? And if you out here and you smoke with somebody and you get caught out there, if you a whole grown adult, you shouldn't be smoking with nobody in the first place. You a whole grown adult. Weed ain't that expensive. We got 24 people that vote. So do you believe that dude said Thug told on to snitch? You believe the dude that said Thug told people to snitch? I don't believe that nigga. 24 people voted, 17% said yes, 71% said no. 12% said 50-50. Some dope shit happened in the store today where I said some shit and some kid just absolutely just tried to mimic my whole entire voice and it was just lit. I don't even know the kid. But it was just lit. He was with his moms and some shit. Little kid. It was just lit. I was vibing. That's how come I knew that's why God was like, you know what? My frequency is dead. See, if you ever like vibe that a frequency that you just was, I don't know how to say it. Like if you main character, you just always send up attention and ain't nothing you can do about it. I think that that's something that people got to understand. Like a lot of times, I want to take a break real quick. Time out. A lot of times people are jealous of you because you're the main character. You understand? They see you walk in the room and they see people all want to look at you or talk to you, or you get everybody attention, and they want that shit, right? So that's why they mad, because they want to be the main character. But what you don't understand is when the main character's energy is off, their life is fucked up. Because every room you go in, everybody resonates at your vibration damn near. So when your vibration is off, every room you go in, it's gonna be misunderstandings. There's gonna be arguments. There's gonna be all types of this shit that don't need to happen. So it's important when you're a main character vibrate at the appropriate, at a good frequency. So when you go places, not just so you don't have bad interactions with people, but you could go places and other people will have bad interactions with other people because you just upset the ecosystem. If you're not a main character, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. If you're not one of those people that you walk into a room and everybody turns around, you don't know what I'm talking about. And that's fine. But some of us, we've been born with this. It's just a thing. We can't shut it off. All we can do is try to fine tune it. Keep your ego in check and stay humble. That's it. That situation that happened today with the dude that was arguing, I want to say something. I was walking on a block where people do certain things. Usually when I'm walking down those type of blocks, I don't film. You get it? I film me. I don't film. But I was showing y'all something, so it looked like I was filming other people. That dude had a reason to be a little upset. He had a little reason to be angry. What are you talking about? I don't know. He might be running from the police. I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing. That nigga might be dead next week. I don't know what that guy's business is. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But that's something that whenever you're a videographer, you take videos, you do camera work, that's something that you got to be mindful of. That sometimes we go places and we don't know these people. And sometimes, people have mental health disorders. You know what I'm saying? That guy might think he's the main character. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even notice the guy till he started really talking. So that guy might think he's a main character. He don't know he's just a guy on the street that don't nobody pay attention to. You understand? So shout out to that guy. Shout out to everything that's going on. And shout out to, like I said, keep your ego in check and be humble, and the blessings is going to come. That's why we're not supposed to be evil towards one another. Because you can't be evil and be humble at the same time and have your ego in check. It's just not possible. You're out there doing evil. I wanted to find that other thing to show y'all. That shit is bananas though. Yeah, shout out to everybody that I just got a weird message, and it wasn't the message that was weird, it was the name. Shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. If you would like to comment, I'm gonna put the invite down there. I would like to invite people up if anybody want to come up. Usually people don't. Anybody want to pull up? I don't know how long the show is gonna be tonight. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm feeling really, really good. Really, really good. So, I'm gonna take the dollar, but nope. I'm gonna take the dollar. Thank you for that dollar, hater. I'm gonna take all the dollars that y'all send me. Thank you for that dollar. But no, I'm not doing the thing that you want me to do. This is weird. And on top of that, for everybody that don't know, that block, and I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want to. I'm not trying to blow nobody up, but yeah, I shouldn't have been. I should. I was just not thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So I kind of think that I was wrong. You understand what I'm saying? I just was not thinking. Like I know a lot of niggas that get busy, that do things. You can't walk the block with a fucking camera, just filming random motherfuckers. So I was kind of, I take a little responsibility for that. Oh, sorry. I don't know. The show is different. I don't have nobody to like. The green team is in here. Y'all chilling, but it's kind of dope because I don't have to hide nobody. So it's kind of dope. Yeah, I like this. I don't gotta hide nobody. I don't need 100 people in here. Oh, I am going to block this person that just sent me the hater. I am going to block the hater. I don't block the hater. I just say I don't want your money. I'm not sending you back your dollar, but I am going to block you so you don't. Let's get this blocked off. Boom. I don't know. I'm a little exhausted. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just tired. That's it. I mean, I don't got much. I was just gonna talk about the Young Thug thing, talk about the Tory Lanez thing. We also talked about the Fox Brown thing, and just because I might have left something out about the Fox Brown thing. Remember, she got the ear infection. That was a sexually transmitted disease, allegedly. But I actually heard something else, just so we could be clear. But that was allegedly a sexually transmitted disease. Just so we can be clear. Allegedly, she caught something and she didn't get it taken care of. So she lost her hearing. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. But I heard another thing also. I heard that we're gonna stay with that. All right, we just stay with that. But I did hear something else possibly could have happened. But no, she had Fox Brown had caught a sexually transmitted disease. Also, I heard that Fox Brown used to catch his head all the time. Like she was everything I heard. I don't know how true that is. It might be a lie. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like if I knew this definitively, I would tell you, just so we can be clear. But allegedly, she was out there. She was slinging it everywhere. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get no more cease and desist. But yeah, allegedly, she was slinging it everywhere. Allegedly. Since she was about 15 or 16 years old in the rap game. And to be perfectly honest with you, she was probably more of a victim than anything else. Not everybody could be Lauryn Hill. Not everybody could be Lauryn Hill and not have to sleep around in order to make it if you're just so talented. Not everybody could be Little Kim and you don't got to sleep with everybody. You just got one motherfucker that you with and they carry you. Not everybody got it like that. You got to remember, for some women don't. I also bought Fox Brown's album, by the way. I purchased it, so I purchased Fox Brown's album. Just want to be clear on that. That is literally the only female rap album I ever purchased. I've not ever purchased any other rap album from a female, ever. Only that one album, Il Nana, Fox Brown. That's a factual statement. In love with dark skinned girls. I mean, I used to be. I got, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I've had a lot of bad experiences. I was in love with dark skinned girls, man. I wouldn't date anything that wasn't dark skinned. Well, or Puerto Rican, because you know I like Puerto Ricans, but yeah, I wouldn't date anything. Like if you was black and you wasn't, and you was like fair skinned, I'd probably you were probably pretty as shit, but I probably dark skinned girls. Definitely going for the dark skinned girl with the fat butt. I promise you. I promise you, I was going for the dark skinned girl with the fat butt. She can add titties if she want. I don't really care. But I was going for the dark skinned girl with the fat butt. I promise you. Only album I have to purchase. From a rapper, I think the only singing album I ever purchased from a female was Brandy's album. Her first album. Anyway, anything else y'all want to talk about? Yeah, we only got green team in here, so I'm only talking to you guys. Well, I'm talking to everybody, but the question is for the green team. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Anybody want to talk? Anything you want to talk about? Any questions you want to ask? Oh, shit! I got sidetracked. My apologies. Sheesh. What was the question? Oh, when are good days? To who? No. I was distracted. My fault, homie. I was distracted. My fault, homie. I can't make the morning. I live too far. Trying to pull up on who? Spreewell, nigga. I wrote my name in caps. For everybody that don't know, there's people that know me by Spreewell. Ah, man, this guy. Sheesh. Me and Dude actually used to be basketball rivals. Not for nothing, I was telling you about it earlier. We used to actually be rivals on the court, but not because I didn't never really dislike the dude. People used to try to pit us against each other, and you know he used to like go for it to get amped up because he really was a big deal in high school. Like, he really was a big deal in high school basketball. He was a big deal for it. I ain't gonna cap. He was a big Niggas in the newspapers and everything. And he come down to the park and I bust his ass. It used to be good games, and we go back and forth. He's a problem. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. He is a problem. He's a problem. But I play both ends of the court. And that helps set you apart from other players. Because some niggas, they can't play D. So they be out there talking about how they're gonna kill you, and they'll get a bucket here and a bucket there when you play D. So they struggling to get buckets. What the hell? I asked the question. Sheesh. He's a little out there. He had a situation earlier in his life. He lost somebody close to him. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's basically telling me I'm far more intelligent. Look, I'm not lying. Just trying to find out when to hoop, man. I don't know about all that other stuff. I'm just trying to find out when to hoop. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's just a little bit different. I think I'm used to and we just talking right now. We're not even covering nothing. We're just talking. I'm personally used to dealing with people who other people don't like, castaways. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been pretty patient, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that you need that. That's one of the most sincerest forms of love, being patient with somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Not just for them, but for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, I usually happy New Year. He's a good guy. And he's good. He's a good basketball player. He's a good basketball player. I find myself, I'm honored to have had him as a rival. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm honored. I've had a couple of people who are supposed to be my rivals. I'm honored to have had him as a rival. Look, this is what people talk about me. Look. This nigga knew me since I was fucking 15 years old, 15, 16 years old. Look at this. Authenticity, integrity. On and off the World Wide Web. Look. I don't got a cap, man. I don't got a cap about who I am, homie. I don't got a cap about who I am. Look. This nigga knew me since I was a kid. Look what he writes. Salute. Jamie. Salute. I'm gonna make it up there. I'm gonna make it up there this summer. I'm gonna make it up there to hoop, man. I miss balling with you niggas. You need to find a 50 and over league. My dude, hold on. We could make one. What are you talking about? With a 50 and over? I can't play. I won't be able to play, you rat bastard. Why are you pushing me out the damn game? Sheesh. He's a good player too. I enjoy playing him. He used to complain me and this dude used to get ready to fight almost every game. Like almost every. I'm gonna tell you how real it was. When me and him got on the court, niggas stopped and watched. Like if they wasn't already watching the game, niggas stopped. First of all, when I get on the court, people watching. But if they already wasn't watching the game, if I was playing against this dude, people stopped. We never played on the same team as kids. Not once. When we became adults, we played on the same team. And that's when I really understood how much he appreciated my game. You understand? You gotta play with a nigga for you to really understand how much faith they got in you. And I got faith in him. If I see him out there, I'm gonna throw that bitch. For real, because I know he gonna make that move. He got this fucking layup that he does that looks like he's going like the slowest anybody could ever go. He looks like a fucking sloth. But for some strange reason, he gets through every time and throws the ball up, and the ball even goes slow motion, and then it goes in. So I never understood the shit. I used to hate that shit. Because when he does it to you, you look like a clown. You understand what I'm saying? You look like a whole clown every time he does that shit. And it go in. You're like, what the fuck, man? I was playing D. And so, you play him a little physical. Push him around a little. He's a little guy. Well, he wasn't as physical as me, so I push him around. I was considered a big guard in the park because most of the time I played in the paint. So when I played up top, I was considered a big guard. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. Literally one of my favorite basketball rivals of all time. Not the best basketball player that I've played against. Not one of my best rivals. Don't get this confused. But my favorite. Yeah, yo, my dude, this gym in the Bronx is open. I know where it's at, and we could get there and hoop, and I know what times. The problem is I don't drive, and I'm all the way out here in Coney Island. So it's gonna take me a minute to get there because I don't drive. So, yeah. But if you want to link up, I'm ready to link up, hoop, and do everything. I want to. Yo, you want to start being gym buddies? Let's get a gym membership. Oh man, I gotta go get a surgery first. Yo, you gonna be gym buddies with me? I'll go get my surgery. Nah, you good? You shoot pool too? I shoot pool. Oh, we becoming buddies. I shoot pool too. Why didn't you invite me out? We could have did a live at the pool hall. See, niggas don't think about Jack. Nigga, you ain't thinking about the community. We could have been out there shooting pool, bullshitting, telling jokes, having the community in there, green team members commenting, because I'm only gonna have green team on from now on. Please just join the green team if you got any sense. What I mean by if you got any sense, if you're not one of those individuals that's gonna do something for me to kick you. Obviously, there's tons of people who are not gonna join the green team who have tons of sense. I hate the fact I gotta talk like that. Yeah, man. I play pool. Shout out to Bellevue. Copy. I'm gonna pull up. Because I told him I was gonna pull up before, but for me to get there at 10 o'clock in the morning, I live in Coney Island. That shit like 3 hours away. Like, I don't know if I want to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning in order to be there at 10. You know what? We're gonna do that. What day? What day is it? He said, what day is it? Sundays is $15. Wednesdays is $10. I can't go Wednesday because we supposed to be doing. Matter of fact, what time Wednesday? What time Wednesday? What time Wednesday? Y'all want to go hoop on Wednesday? I even tell you where I'm gonna be at. Y'all want to hoop on Wednesday? We're gonna be in Malali's Park in the Bronx in the gym. They got a gym over here. Right now, I'm asking them what time Wednesday. I'm gonna pull up. Fuck all this shit. I ain't playing with you niggas. I still got a crossover, a jump shot, a step back, and I got moves y'all ain't even seen me do yet. And it'd be cool to be around some people that know me. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you do this shit, and well, when you become an adult and you don't have any of your, like you're not around the people that you grew up with, a lot of times people don't know you. You understand what I'm saying? So people come around you and they try to pretend to know you. You understand what I'm saying? Some with good reason and some with bad. So you don't really know me. Yeah, so that shit was lit. Anything y'all want to talk about? I think I'm gonna save it for the morning coffee. I'm trying to get back and doing Tonight Show on a regular, because obviously we weren't doing the Tonight Show very consistently before. I don't want to go to bed with an attitude. So to be perfectly honest with you, I was getting off of the live in a bad attitude because of the chat. Not you guys, you know what I'm talking about. And I just don't want to go to bed upset. You understand? I don't want to go to bed with a bad attitude. You understand what I'm saying? So I just was thinking it was better if I just wasn't doing the lives every night so I could have some peace. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we stopped doing the live every single night. But we'll come back and do the live every night. We're not, the chat is going to be what it is. I don't care if we only got 10 people in here. I'd rather have 10 people in here that's with me than have 100 people in here that's against me. Do what you want with it. It's some real shit. You can do what you want with it. Wait, you in Greenpoint right now? Next time you getting ready to go play some pool, hit me. Especially if it's during the Tonight Show, we'll go do the Tonight Show at the pool hall, nigga. Next time, brother. Next time you're gonna go do that shit, hit me. Wednesday. Wednesday. I think it's in the morning. I'm not sure. I'm trying to hit the dude right now. I like him. I like him. I want to get a basketball thing going. If I get the basketball thing off of the ground with us, this is one of the niggas I'm gonna go bring. I'm gonna go get this nigga. This is one of the niggas I'm gonna go get to come ball if we can get this basketball shit off the ground. It's one of the niggas. There's this dude I used to hoop out with named Troy. He was a 100% rival. He was a rival because I just don't think he liked me at all, by the way. But because I used to send them niggas home all the time. You understand? Imagine you at a park and it's your park. You the baddest thing in the park. Troy wasn't the baddest thing in the park at that time, but he was coming up. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm a problem. And I was young and I'm talking shit and ain't nobody shit, can't nobody guard me, give me the rock, I'm gonna kill this nigga. And I'm on it like that and I'm winning and I'm really unstoppable at this point in my life. You're like, and niggas had to go put a super team together. I'm not even lying. I'm dead serious. Niggas had to go put a super team together. Not Jamie, some other niggas. Troy and them niggas. Once Troy started balling with that other tall nigga that he played like Kevin Durant played. Not Troy, the other tall nigga. play like Kevin Durant played. Troy was taller than me too. Troy was like 6'2", probably 6'1", 6'2". What up, Shake Loose? Troy was probably like 6'1", 6'2", and he could ball. The nigga had a Jimmy. The nigga could dunk. The nigga had a Jimmy. The nigga could dunk. The nigga clapped on niggas every time he laid the ball up. He's clapping the backboard. He was scary. He was scary. He was scary. Realistically speaking, he was scary. I ain't gonna play with you. I respect my opponents. Like, if I have an opponent that I can't respect, I don't want to deal with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I keep trying to explain. I don't want to be an adversary of somebody that I can't respect, because then that makes me think less of whatever I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? The people who I've been rivals with in my life are good at whatever it is that we were rivals at. And their things weren't always to beat me. Their thing was that they was getting better on their own. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I respect niggas. I respect the niggas. I don't know what to tell you. I respect Troy. Me and him did not like me at all. And I think one of the reasons why he didn't like me is because he didn't like me at all. And I just laughed and joked in his face all day. He didn't beat me, so I used to laugh and joke in his face. I don't even know if he wanted to fight me, to be honest with you. But I always had that feeling like he wanted to fight me, because he was always pissed off. And I had that feeling. I think people just think that people don't like it when shit come easy to you and they gotta work for it. But it don't come easy to you. They just don't see all the work that you putting in. You understand? So when you a person like me, and I'm by myself all the time, so I put in a lot of my work when nobody could see me. I put in a lot of my practice, a lot of my preparation, a lot of my practice, a lot of my improvements. I do it by myself. So you can't see me get better. So when you see me do a thing, people just think everything is easy for me. It's not easy. I worked. You just didn't see me work. That's all. I worked. You just didn't see it. I'm shy. So I prefer to work when can't nobody see me. That's it. I prefer to work in peace and in silence. I prefer to work alone when nobody can see me. The one great thing, and might be the one great thing was when I had my weights. Like, if I get weights here, I'm gonna probably lift weights outside in the summer. I'm gonna put my music outside, put my bench outside, whatever weights I got outside, put my music outside, and I'm just gonna probably go. I don't know. I don't really drink beer no more, and I'm gonna go work out outside. I used to have a terrace on 161st Street in the building 1020 on the Grand Concourse, 165th Street, building 1020. And I used to have my terrace. And I had my weights on my terrace. And I used to go on my terrace and just work out for hours. Like, I'm just listening to my music. So I'm just working out while I'm listening to music. So that's the most people really ever see me work out. Other than that, you don't see me work out. You see me go to the track. You see me go to the park and shoot around. But you don't see all of the push-ups I do. You don't see all of the stretching I do. You don't know. Like, I used to wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and stretch for an hour. This is real talk. I wake up in the morning, I stretch. And then I go do, they used to have this guy named Vlad that used to do that, you know, the shit like this with the women and shit. They're on the screen like, gotta do that. And I used to go do that. I used to stretch, and then I do that shit. And I used to go to the fucking the track and run track. So this is what my morning was like when I graduated from high school. I spent all of my time building my body. Just keeping it a stat. I graduated from high school. I spent almost all my time building my body and reading books, building my body and my mind. That's all I did. It's a fact. Jeez, get out of here. I opened the fucking door before the live. You flew right in the damn door, didn't you? But you see how people that knew me since my childhood talk to me? Respectable person my whole life. My whole life. Really been a good guy my whole life. My whole life. Look. I don't got a cat, man. I don't want to show you. I don't want to show you this guy. Nigga wrote his whole name in the chat talking to me. Like his whole name, his first name, his middle name, and he just wrote it. Look. This is how people talk to me, man. I think when he said you are far more intelligent, I think we had a misunderstanding about the thing. But look. This nigga knew me since I've been 15, 16 years old, man. Nigga knew me since I've been 15, 16 years old, man. Y'all niggas is, like, I'm trying to explain. Y'all niggas is listening to people that don't even know me. That don't know me at all. Like, not you guys, but, you know, some of these, they don't know me at all. They just seen a YouTube channel and then they decided they wanted to start talking crazy. They don't know me at all, man. Come on, man. I don't want y'all to see this. Look, man. Look. Come on, man. My whole life. On and off the web, my nigga. My whole life. That's because I always try to move with God's energy. I've been concerned about going to heaven since I was, as far as I can remember. I don't ever remember a point in my life with me not being concerned about going to heaven. I can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't concerned about doing the right thing so God could love me. I mean, he loves us anyway, but, you know, I was a child. I didn't think like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't remember a time in my life where I wasn't trying to search for God, where I didn't want to do what God wanted me to do, where I didn't want to. So I've always had integrity. You understand? As far as I'm concerned. And as far as he's concerned also, apparently. And also authentic. Well, come on, man. This guy's a rival of mine in basketball. When you get older and your rivals speak about you like this, my nigga, do you got any rivals that speak to you like this after? So come on, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. Keep this easy. This is weirdos. Also, I have to say this. I'm probably just gonna kick this person. It's some weirdo, right? Yeah, it's a weirdo. Wait, Troll Nation. Oh no, show your face, homie, so I can see if this is who I think it is. If it's who I think it is, I'm letting you up, obviously. I can't see your face, man. That's black. I think we got T Rolls up in here with us. I want to invite him up, but I got to see his face. Nah, see, that wasn't T Rolls. That was somebody jacking. Nah, I don't let nobody up if I can't see your face, so you're wasting your time. Yo, just imagine that you're a grown man. You are a grown man, obviously. Some of y'all grown women. But imagine if you was a grown man and you had people that were so in love with you that they just hated you but they also was spending every moment of their day trying to figure out a way how to get into a conversation with you. Imagine that. You're a grown man and you got people, other grown people, doing everything in their power to try to just have a conversation with you. You know what kind of power that is? I don't even want it, as we could obviously tell. We got to laugh at this guy. You don't even weirdo shit. He's a good guy though. Social media canceled Skip Bayless finally for posting insensitive NFL tweet after Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin fights for his life. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial in the regular season outcome, but suddenly seems so relevant. Skip Bayless is just terrible. Skip Bayless is just terrible. I'm going to tell you my issue with Skip Bayless. He ain't played no sport at a competitive level well. That's my issue with him. You ain't played no sport at a competitive level well. You can't talk the way you talk. You understand what I'm saying? You can't speak about these people that spend fucking probably more than half of their lives preparing and getting themselves ready just to play a fucking sport. And you discounting all of that practice and all of that working out and all of the struggle and all the hardships and all of their failures and success and everything else that they worked hard to acquire. And Skip Bayless makes it seem like this because they're not Michael Jordan or because they're not Tom Brady. So if you're not Michael Jordan or you're not Tom Brady, you don't mean anything. And that's my problem with Skip Bayless. That's crazy. That dude is fighting for his life, and the guy's fighting for his life, and Skip Bayless is concerned with them finishing the game. I didn't see the injury. Did anybody see the injury that happened to that dude during the football game? Green team members is obviously. I don't know if I want to see it. I don't like seeing shit that is like too crazy shit. I don't like seeing certain things. You know what I'm saying? It might trigger something. It might trigger me. So I don't know. I really don't like to be triggered. Sheesh, Kima. Okay, so we dropping some more Icy Queens of Icy Queens collection tomorrow. That's it. I can't go too many more days without any Icy Queens. And she got red bottoms on apparently. I don't know if those are real red bottoms, but I assume they are. There's no reason why they shouldn't be. Golly, she's just serving looks. That's the way the word goes, right? I don't know. That's what chicks say, right? That's how. Did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right. Or used it appropriately. I hope I did. People is mad at that She-Hulk TV show. That She-Hulk TV show is just like the comics. She-Hulk sucked in the fucking comics, man. I like the TV show though, but the TV show is just like the comics. She-Hulk sucked in the comics. That's why She-Hulk was on the Avengers. She-Hulk was on the Fantastic Four. She-Hulk was on this team, that team, that team. Because in Marvel Comics, when they have a character and they don't know what to do with them because don't nobody like them, they just keep putting them on every team they can put them on until they find somewhere where they can fit. You understand? Oh, and the only reason why She-Hulk is even a thing, for everybody that don't know, CBS, remember the Incredible Hulk, the TV show? CBS had mentioned that they wanted to make a She-Hulk television show before She-Hulk was not a thing yet. There was no She-Hulk. Marvel heard about it and immediately put out a She-Hulk comic book. Because if they would have made She-Hulk first, CBS would have owned the rights to it. That's how comic books work. What the fuck? Donovan Mitchell has 71 points? I can't tell if that's high or tired look. I think that's tired though. That nigga look exhausted. He gonna sleep good tonight. 25 free throws. That's what did it. He was just going to the line like crazy. Oh, he just fell out. He tackled the guy. He got up. He's dizzy. He just fell out and collapsed and slammed his head on the back. Oh, man. They had to do CPR and he needed an AED. Oh, man. And he's not breathing on his own. Oh, man. Get Skip up out of here. He got to go. Skip got to go. Skip got to go. She's washing her hair. What are you talking about, a bird shower? She's washing her fucking hair. I miss that. Like washing my when I'm dating a woman, I like washing her hair and shit like that. I miss that. That's good bonding time. Also, for everybody that don't know, I'm gonna put this up later. Hershey being sued for $5 million. Study found that they got heavy metals inside of their jump off. Let's see what we talked about today on Instagram real quick. Missouri making it a felony to sleep on state property, like under underpasses and bridges. Now, I don't know the situation in Missouri. I have not the say word. I don't know what you said say word about. Oh, the chocolate. Yeah, be careful. I don't know the situation in Missouri, but this sounds crazy that you're going to lock homeless people up because they don't got nowhere to live. That sounds bananas. Remember, this is America. Finesse 2 times allegedly runs off with a bag after him and his team shoot up a show he performed at. So Finesse 2 times was at a show, and apparently something happened with them and the promoter or somebody. He grabbed the bag of money, ran out, shots went off, a security guard and a couple of other people got shot. Then, you know, just a regular thug can't get life in prison. Japan is introducing flying cars into the society a year, this year after they created Sky Map. So Japan plans on releasing flying cars in 2023 this year. But what they're doing now is trying to figure out how they're going to create the lanes in the sky for people to be able to fly or drive through or whatever the case is. There's a lot of people going to die. A lot of people are going to die the first couple of years these shits come out. R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. I'm gonna fly my shit 10 feet off the ground. They're gonna be like, you gotta go up there. I'm like, nigga, I'm afraid to the heights. Benjamin Cumberbatch family might have to pay reparations due to ancestors owning a plantation. The plantation was not in America. It was in Barbados. Apparently, his family owned a plantation. You might have to pay reparations. Why do they keep paying reparations to everybody except for American blacks? XXXTentacion's alleged murderer said that his trial needs for Drake and DJ Academics to testify. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Remember they had that thing when they said Drake had XXXTentacion killed? Maybe that's how they're gonna try to create reasonable doubt, because that's really all you're trying to do. But they got them on camera, so is he just trying to bring other people down with him? Like, these guys are literally on camera. You just trying to figure out how other people can go down with you? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, I'm actually gonna let y'all go. Green team, is there anything y'all want to talk about before I get up out of here? Yeah, I didn't call it a conspiracy. Just at the time to go. I don't care. I think I'm gonna let y'all go. It's 11. A nice hour and a half. It was a nice show, like an hour and a half. I feel we have a shitload of blessings coming. I want to thank God before they even get here. I want to thank the Most High for all the blessings that's coming. Definitely thank you, God. We have a ton of blessings that's coming. Just stay humble and control the ego. I am usually pretty humble. I'm actually a pretty humble guy. It's usually my ego that gets in my way. You know, because my ego has always been my defense mechanism, especially me being a person who I basically, you know, for lack of a different term, I've always been nomadic. So my ego has always been one of the things that have been able to keep me safe out here and in certain directions. But, you know, it gets in the way just as much as it could be helpful. So keep the ego in check. You know what I'm saying? And stay humble. I'm very happy that the situation that happened today, it didn't go any further left. Remember, I'm not from out here. Anything could have happened. Remember the last time I was out in the street fighting them dudes? I was outnumbered like a motherfucker. Anything could happen. You understand? So everybody just stay safe. Do shit out here that's gonna help you do what you need to do in the world to prosper. And whenever you can be helpful to others, do it. Why not? Just be mindful of who you helping. Because sometimes you try to help people, you pull people up so they trying to pull them out of the water to stop them from drowning, and they trying to pull you back into the water. The easiest way to tell people who you should not help, if you got a motherfucker that always want to just talk about negative stuff, if you got an individual that, everything is bad, you got somebody that's just hating on somebody else for no reason, these is people to stay away from. Like, you trying to get God's blessings, right? Why would you hang out with somebody that's bad mouthing somebody else all day? Well, I don't care what their reason is. You're trying to get God's blessings. You're trying to get your everything that you deserve. How are you gonna attract the things that you want if all you putting out into the universe is negativity? So that's why we have our chat the way it is. I don't want to have to deal with these people. and I'm definitely a lot happier. I had actually a great day today. Even with that shit happening, and not for nothing, like I think I was more like, what the fuck is this guy talking about than anything else? And then in the middle of me thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I was like, you know what? This guy could be running from the police. I don't know what the fuck he doing. He could be running from the police, or he could just be somebody that I don't want to throw that word out there, but you got a lot of niggas out here that snitches, man. I'm not saying he is. I don't know the dude, but you got a lot of people out here that snitches. You got a lot. Just be mindful of that shit. All right? Got a lot of people out here that snitches. And one of the things snitches love to do is overreact about how gangster they really are and how down they really are. That's one of the things they love to do. Usually the snitch is not the guy that's quiet in the corner paying his attention. Usually the snitch is the guy that he's the real nigga. That's usually the snitch, man. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. If any green team member want to come up here, always, remember, you guys are always welcome. Also, if you're not going to show me your face so I can see who you are, I'm never letting you up on the stage. I'm just not doing it. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense. Anyway, we're going to end this poll real quick. Do you believe dude that said Thug told people to snitch? 45 people voted. 57% said no. 33% said yes, and 55% and 8% said 50-50. Once again, 57% said no. 33% said yeah, and 8% said 50-50. 45 people voted. Spider numbers used to be 45. Donovan Mitchell used to be 45 in Utah. I don't know what he is now. I'm gonna let y'all go. Pull up for morning coffee in the morning. We're gonna be here. It's gonna be the same thing. It's only going to be green team from now on. It makes my life better. I don't know no other way to say it. Right? Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bones. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this. I'm out.